Let's go.
Welcome along to the legendary Suzuka. This classic racetrack boasts a long history dating right back to 1962 when it was first opened. Will more history be written here today at the Japanese Grand Prix? We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Leclerc, Yuki Tsunoda and Antonelli, Russell, Hülkenberg, Daniel and Fernando Alonso, Lawson, Doohan, Alex Albon and Hadjar, Behrman, Hamilton, Esteban Ocon and Lance Stroll, Bortoletto and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Glorious Suzuka. It's a bit like Silverstone, an iconic track for which we couldn't have an F1 season without it. And so much for the drivers to think about around here.
Absolutely, Crofty. The only figure-of-8 circuit that we have on the calendar, and you kind of wonder, why don't we have more? Because it's such a good format. The drivers love this track. It's got a great flow to it, a fantastic circuit. Not the best for overtaking, but my goodness, from inside the car, it's a real treat for the drivers.
We're going to need you to push hard if we want to get another points finish today. Let's make it happen.
Guys, this is it. This is our starting position today. P9. Clean side of the grid. But obviously it's not P2 as we did as we were starting in China. But I think it's the same place we were starting in Australia. First of all, let me do something. Let me do something about the audio settings. Just a moment. I have to adjust something. And now, okay, now should be enough. As I said, we are starting in the same place, I think, than in Australia, but obviously here is much more difficult to pass. It's not like Australia. So this race can be decided by little details. Maybe one lap earlier or later you stop can decide your final position. Because here tire wear, especially in the left front, is high. As I said, difficult to pass. It's possible to pass, obviously, it's possible to pass, but difficult. So let's go to the race strategy panel and let's watch the strategies, the available strategies. Hi Lerchi, how are you? Nice to see you. It's race day. Let's try to discuss about the strategy and the tires. Guys, as I said, in this occasion I have not one plan clear. I was thinking about it, and I think it's possible to do one stop or two stops. I think if you execute both scenarios, they can be very good for you. First of all, I have to say my idea is try to avoid the hard tires. Okay, as I always said, not only in this game, in F124. I have a big problem with the C1. We are using in this track the C1, that is the hardest tire here. The C1 is the hardest tire possible of all Pirelli have in the full range of the 6 tires we have for this season. And here we have the hardest one, that is the C1, the hard tire here. I had terrible experience with this tire, not only in this game, as I said, in previous games. For example, in the Spanish Grand Prix 24, you can check my race on YouTube. And it's super difficult to warm this tire, guys. So in my scenarios, I'm trying to avoid this tire. So that means I only have two options. Obviously, the medium tire I will use, that's for sure, but that means I have to use the soft at some point. And let's see my first idea. My first idea about the strategy is exactly this one. To start with the soft tires and to stop really early and to maximize the two set of medium that I have for this race that I select at the beginning of the weekend. We have two mediums. Not everyone have two set of mediums for this weekend, and the medium is the best tire overall in comparison to the soft and the hard here. So a good idea would be to start on the soft tire, as I said, and then to do two stints on medium tires. But my idea should be to stop even earlier, to stop even in lap 10, something like that, lap 11, to do a very, very short stint. Try to be the first to go into the pits, probably to exit of the pits the last car, and in that way to have free air to push with the first medium tires, to do like 19 laps, something like that, 20, and then on free air, obviously to undercut people. Even it's possible to undercut people. And then once again pitting at the middle of the race in lap 30, something like that, and to use the second set. That's my ideal strategy. Obviously following the projected race time, if we adjust things, I think the best solution should be maybe something like that. I think this is that could be very good. Even 12 laps, maybe this, I think, for me this is the ideal one. To pit in lap 11, lap 30, and in the last stint to do 23 laps on the next set of medium with much less fuel. I think a soft medium is good. We'll do the same. Yeah, do you think so? Okay, this is one possibility, Lerchi. It's my idea and what I have in mind when I wake up this morning. But by the other hand, I cannot discard the one-stop scenario as well. I think the one-stop is possible. But obviously, doing one-stop, that means to use the hard tires. Let's anyway to see what we can do. On even, yeah, I think the one-stop scenario will be probably to extend a lot the medium tire scenario, are to use the hard tire like 30 laps. But as I said, these tires, the hard tire is not a good tire, so maybe we can check another possibility, that is 2 stops, but using the soft at the end of the race. That's another option. But in this case, if I do that, I think the idea should to stop later, because if we stop in similar laps than the AI cars on medium tires, I will be stuck behind traffic probably. So in this scenario, I think I will extend a bit more the stint and to do a very, very fast or short stint on the second set of mediums, and to use in that way the soft a bit longer in the final stint. Even this strategy in the projected race time is faster, but as I said, it's a bit risky as well, because I think if we stop in similar lap times than the rest of the people, obviously we have big chances to stay in every moment in a train of cars doing this strategy, guys. It's a possibility as well. It's even a bit faster, but I think I like a bit more this one. I like a bit more this one because, as I said, this strategy allows you to stop very early in the race and to have free air once you stop first, because I don't think anyone will stop earlier than me, except if they start on soft. That I'm not sure how many cars will start on soft tires, to be honest. I think not much people will start on soft tires. there are two possible options, but as I said, I think I'm a bit more in the, in this side, in the starting on the soft tires. Obviously, very important. What happens if we have a very early safety car? For example, if I stop and I put the red tire and immediately a safety car comes out, obviously my strategy will be absolutely destroyed. Absolutely, will be absolutely destroyed. I hope that don't happens. Or another chance or another possibility is that the safety car came out in the very early moments of the second stint on medium. Track position is too important on this track. Plan A looks better, but you do. Yeah, I think the same than you, Lerchi. I think the same than you. As I said, the only thing that can destroy this strategy is a safety car. Immediately I stop in the first stint to change the soft to the first set of medium. If that happen, obviously it's bad luck. It's unfortunate. We cannot control that. But if we have not safety cars, I think the plan A is the best one. As I said, I think it's the best one. Obviously, also because the race star, will have a big advantage, especially if the rest of the cars starts on hard on medium tire. The race star will be very interesting for us. We can gain places even. Obviously, the tire management on this strategy, especially in the first stint on the soft, will be very important because probably after 6 laps my tires will be destroyed. That means I will suffer a lot. But this is something we have to, to take the risks in that way. About fuel, as always, I'm really good managing fuel. I'm not having so much problems. In the previous races I was running with 0.9 extra and I finished very well. In this case I think we can take risks and let's try to be 0.8 ahead. I think I can manage this target really well. And let's see what happens. And another possibility is even to go a bit shorter in fuel, but I'm not so confident to do that. Anyway, I think, guys, let me check, by the way, the differential. Let me do some adjustment in the differential because this is something I have to talk about it. The differential on throttle, and even off throttle, I was having some troubles in oversteer during the practice sessions, so I think in 50% is okay. And I will reduce a bit more the on-throttle differential to have a balance between high-speed corners and slow corners. In high-speed corners, it's more recommended to have very high differential on throttle, and in slow-speed corners, it's much better to have less on-throttle differential. So I was running like 90% most of the time, but I will set some kind of 80 to balance a bit between slow corners and fast corners. Probably this is something I will check or change during the race. I can do it. Okay, the race is good. And 55 in the brake bias. So I think, guys, this is the idea. About the race, about track position, guys. Now we have actually Nico Hülkenberg ahead. That did an incredible qualifying session. Amazing. Behind is Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin. And ahead in P7 is Russell and then is Antonelli. I think, looking to my, to the weekend and the lap times and everything, I think we have pace to fight with Nico and also with the Mercedes. I think it's possible. In an ideal race, I think we can fight for that P6 with Antonelli, with Russell, and with Hülkenberg. And also Alonso. Alonso will be there. The Aston Martin brought very important upgrades on this track, so I think Alonso will be very fast. But as I said, I think we have a possibility to fight with these guys. So I think our race will be against these cars. Obviously, also there is Hamilton. Really, I think it's 16, something like that. But if he does a good race start and a good strategy, maybe at some point he's with us. Obviously, I don't know which tires are they using the rest of the cars, but I have to be really aggressive at the beginning, in the first stint. Obviously, there is a big problem here. The race start of this track is very critical. In the first turn, that is double right-hander. Normally, in previous, not only in this game, in previous games, normally there is contact there. It's really easy to have contact. It's really narrow. There is possible to go by the outside and by the inside at the same time. And it's easy. I saw a lot of crashes in lap 1 in previous games, in previous driver career modes, and it's something I have to take care. Obviously, there is a space enough if I have a good launch to try to pass Nico at the start, and maybe some Mercedes using the soft tire. Obviously, depend if Nico and the Mercedes they use as well the soft tire as me, will be harder. But if they start on medium or hard, I think we have a chance to pass these guys on track on the start. Obviously, I don't want to do something really risky or silly. It's more important to maintain track position than to try to pass someone and to crash or to damage the front wing, or So in that way, I will try to be balanced between be aggressive and to be cautious, to avoid contact. But I think on this track, the key here is to have the outside in the first corner at the right side, because normally if you are by the outside here, you have big chances to be pushed wide into the grass in the exit of the turn 2. So I have to make sure that I'm really ahead of the next car in the first right-hander in turn 1, and to try to stick the car at the outside to try to maintain position in case I can attack, for example, Hülkenberg. So obviously at the same time, if someone tries to attack me, for example Fernando Alonso, he has the inside, so I have to be really careful. I think Alonso will be very aggressive in the start. I'm a bit worried for Fernando Alonso, to be honest, because I'm sure if he have a good launch, he will attack me by the inside. So this is something I have to take care as well, and depends as well of how the Mercedes drivers starts as well. If they have a bad start, and maybe they can block me both, So it's a very tricky situation, to be honest. I'm really worried. The race start is probably the thing that I'm most worried about today. After that, if I survive in lap 1, I think from now we have a very good chance to do a good race and to fight with these guys, the Mercedes guys. So in that regard, I'm really confident. But yeah, big risk. This is a race start that I don't like too much, to be honest. Especially starting right in the midfield. We are P9. We have more or less the same cars ahead than the cars behind. So there is big chances. Let me drink a bit, and as I said, I think my race is between the three cars you are seeing now: Mercedes, Antonelli, Russell, Hülkenberg. And behind Alonso, and maybe, as I said, if Lewis Hamilton come back very strong, maybe it's Hamilton behind pushing at some point of the race. But I think for what we saw in China, the pace of the Ferrari in race is not so good. Let's see, Leclerc is starting, I think, in P4, but not sure. Maybe Hamilton have no chances to come to us. And also it's very important to know which strategy will use my rivals, the Mercedes drivers and Hülkenberg. Both Mercedes drivers will go into the same strategy or no? They will plan in one stop, two stops. That's very important to know. Obviously, this is something we have to discover through the race, and also it's important to know which tires they are using. Obviously, if they start, let's say, on the medium tire, our stint on the soft tire will be absolutely crucial, because we will stop like 9 laps earlier than them. Normally we'll should to exit on the pit lane in last position, but with free air with the cars in front. And these first 9 laps on medium tire in my second stint is where I have to reduce or to increase the gap as much as possible with the drivers ahead, to when they stop to put fresh tires, they will be faster than me, because in the moment if they start on medium or hard, in the moment they stop for the first time, I will be on track with the tires of around 9, 10, 11 laps older than them, so they will be faster. That's why I have to wheel a very good gap in my second stint at the beginning, to try they catch me just in the moment I will do my second stop around lap 30, you know, to once again push again and to try to create a distance. That's the theory. It's really easy to say. It's really easy to predict in that way, but obviously there are a lot of factors that can affect to the race. It's not so easy as what I'm talking about. So, as I said, let's say what we can do, guys. But obviously, as always, this is something is only possible to be watched on Twitch, guys. So this is a race preview. We are now on Kick, YouTube and Twitch. And now is the moment, guys, 16 minutes remaining for the race start, to go to Twitch and to start the race there in 16 minutes. People that is on Kick and on YouTube, please move on to my Twitch channel. The username is DannyFloth1. On YouTube you have the link to my Twitch channel in the description of the live stream you are watching. There is the link to my Twitch channel, sorry. People that is on Kick, my username is DannyFloth1. I think you have a link as well in my Kick channel to my Twitch, I think. If not, go to YouTube, to my YouTube channel that have the same name than the Kick, my Kick channel, and there you have the link in the description of the live, and also in my YouTube channel. In the homepage is the link to my Twitch channel. This is the place where you can watch the race with me. And before to say goodbye to the people that is on Kick and on YouTube as well in multi-stream, and to be united in Twitch, let me say something, as I said and as I was repeating during this weekend. I have to say thank you to you guys, thank you so much, because it's been amazing how this very little channel on Kick, YouTube and Twitch is growing up, how much you are supporting this, how much you are enjoying the videos, also on YouTube and the streamings on Kick and Twitch. The level of support I'm receiving is been amazing. You are enjoying a lot this career mode, because I read your messages. You are really, very active also in the chat, in all chat sessions. Obviously Lerchi or Nifty44, they are contributing a lot, being there every single weekend. But not only these guys, there are more people that is enjoying in the chat, in the streams, watching a lot of time with me, the races. This is something you are enjoyed, and I'm really happy for that, because you are enjoyed my style of play, my way of streaming, or the way I do my gameplays, and it's really cool. So I have to say thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe wherever you are, Twitch, Kick or YouTube. Don't forget to follow me, subscribe, because this F125 career mode, it's been absolutely amazing. So guys, it's time to say goodbye to the people on Kick and on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. Please move on to Twitch now. I explained you how you can get access. Anyway, guys, you can watch my Twitch channel just at the top. This is my Twitch channel. Please move on there if you are watching this on Kick on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support, guys. See you on Twitch right now.